Good afternoon and welcome to December. It is a festive time of the year. It is a time of the year where people can get a little crazy and a little stressed out. How about you? Do you love this time of the year? I certainly do. Well, before we get started and wait for a few people to join us, I just want to say, have you given any thought to how you want to receive this holiday season? In other words, do you want to do it with calm and with grace, or do you just want to kind of throw it to the wind and hope for the best, which usually I find gets you into trouble? So, as you join, as always, I ask you to just say hi so that I know you are here. I see you, Patty. Good to have you. And today, what I want to talk about are the little things or the little things that you can think about in terms of adding that festive flair to this holiday season. Now, I don't know about you, but this year it seems like everybody's coming back, online in terms of not online, but back to doing what they used to do pre-COVID. So the parties have started up. We went to a party last night. I'm going to another one tonight, going on Monday, and I think next Thursday. And so there are lots of activities, and people are really excited to be back and to be able to celebrate the holiday season. So of course we have to all stay safe, but let's hope for the best that we all get through it healthy. So anyway, let's see who else is here. Betty, hi. Happy holidays to you too, my friend. Good to have you here. So one of the things that I'm going to tell you about 12 things that I think that you can add to your wardrobe, to your existing wardrobe, and have some fun, have some maybe new ways of bringing forth an outfit. So today is an example. I am wearing two of the things I'm going to talk to you about. One happens to be the color red. You can't go wrong with red at this time of the year. And I know some of you will say to me, oh, I can't wear red. Everybody can wear red. It's just a matter of what is your red. So you can tell the red that I have on right now is not a really bright crimson red, even though I can wear that color too. But you choose what your red is and introduce it into your wardrobe for this month of December. It could be anything from a red dress to red lips or red fingernails, or it could be a red beanie cap or red gloves. It doesn't have to be an entire outfit. It can just be one little thing like this scarf to bring in the color red, which of course we know red and green are the colors of the holiday season. All right, so let's go ahead and begin to talk about other things that you can do. Here is my example of showing you. Here are three very different reds in a blazer. So which one might you be able to wear? It doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong answer. You choose what red is best for you. But what I want to say about this particular slide that I'm showing up is that we're talking about velvet. So velvet in blazers or wrap jackets, a great way to take one piece like that and put it over your neutral. So it could be, in my case, it might be black or charcoal, or it could be a winter white, or it could be even a navy blue. But just taking the red of your red for the season and putting it over whatever you already have in your closet is a great strategy. But I just wanted to say that velvet is very, very hot this particular season. So you can see right here in the middle, isn't this fun? I'm noticing that this reddish pink, if you will, is very big. And I think that was spurred on by the whole Barbie comeback this year. This isn't a Barbie pink, but it's definitely pink. So think of your reds as cranberries or crimsons, or this particular, hot pink, or maybe in this case over here, more of a brownish red, which is very pretty as well. So velvet, and everyone, as I said, has their red. All right, second thing would be shoes. And again, bringing the pop of red in there. Or if red is not your thing at all, then maybe it's going to be the green, or maybe it's going to be that um, royal blue for the holiday, or maybe it's going to be that winter white. But in other words, I happen to think that red is the color of the December season. So I'm showing you all the things I think will pop that have to do with reds. So whether it is a red suede loafer, or whether it is a red leather bootie, or a red velvet heel with an ankle strap, or whether it is a little detail, a little Christmas detail right here. I would call it a holiday motif on a black velvet flat. All simple things that you can just go from head to toe in your neutral color, add one of these as a pop, and there you are, right into a fun way of bringing that into the holiday season. Here is something else that you're going to see a lot of, and we are seeing a lot of in the stores right at the moment, and that would be sequins and sparkles. So you can wear sequin and sparkles like you see right here underneath your classic neutral jacket. So it doesn't have to be in black, but you could just take this and say, okay, if my neutral is navy blue, or if my neutral is a charcoal gray, then having a sparkle, something underneath that blends with your neutral would be a fun way of updating, the classic blazer or the classic suit jacket. Or if it's more casual, you could simply do some sort of a sequin, whether it's gold or silver or bronze, that you can wear as a blouse and or as a tunic, again, adding the sparkle of the season. All right, let's see. I see I have a few more people who have come in, so remember the rule here is you always have to say hi to me so I know you're here. All right, so we've talked about the color red, we have talked about velvet, we have talked about how to have fun with your shoes to bring in some color, and we've talked about adding sparkle with sequins. All right, the other thing that I am wearing today is faux fur. So whether it is a collar, like what you see here, whether it is, there's the red, all right, the red inspiration. It can be a collar, it could be a faux fur jacket, it could be a faux fur coat. And of course, if you have the real thing and you're comfortable wearing that, I say go for it, because guess what? We can't bring those animals back again. So if you have it and it's something that's always been a favorite of yours, I say go ahead and pull it out and wear it. But faux fur is what we see on trend in the stores and dyed in all kinds of gorgeous colors. So whether it's red or whatever your color is for the season, think about that. And as you can see here, this is a vest, but I just have the faux fur right down the front of the vest, and everything else is just a knit. So fun way to inspire, and of course I added my little pop of red to, say, hey, I love red, it's Christmas. All right, now this might be not quite as simple in terms of going out and finding this particular piece, but dresses. And again, dresses in velvet. They're romantic, they have that softer look, and you can find them in every shape and every length and every sleeve that is imaginable. So guess what? I went back into my closet and went, oh my goodness, I have a kind of this royal blue or midnight blue velvet dress that I've had in my closet for quite a number of years. So guess what? Out it came, and all I have to do now is put some earrings and a necklace with it, and I am good to go. Now this is something, I love these pieces. So you may have heard me say, probably for probably the last 10 months, that florals have been big in 2022. And even as we go into this holiday season, we're still seeing florals as being very prevalent. So whether it is in a blouse, I think this blouse is gorgeous. I love the see-through sleeves. It gives you coverage, and yet it gives you a hint of skin. I think this is beautiful. And then we have a sweater, again with a floral, and we have the turtleneck sweater in cashmere as well. So whether you pair it with jeans or whether you pair it with leather pants, you know, I'm not doing leather pants, but boy, a lot of my clients are, and I love the look. So there's a great strategy to pull out those leather pants if you bought them, or those leather leggings, and go ahead and pair them. And you're still seeing skinnies around, but how fun to do it in a red. There's that pop of color once again. So I want to just remind you that the leg trend is definitely moving to a wider leg, but there's no reason why you can't do exactly what you see right here. And I think there's nothing more important than really have pieces of jewelry that you can pull out and update a very classic or even a very casual sort of a look. It could be a pair of jeans, and it could be with one of the tops that I just showed you, and then adding these wonderful tassel red earrings. Now, how fun is that? These are inexpensive ways of updating your holiday look, whether it's going to be in a sparkly statement like you see here with the red tassel, or whether you see it with pearls, or whether you see it with crystals. Just always make sure that you're going to pick out the metal color that's going to work with your coloring. So are you somebody that is going to wear more silver? Are you going to wear more gold? Or are you going to wear more bronze or copper? And it all has to do with your personal coloring. Next, we have the very important pattern that we see, and we just this is kind of the iconic pattern for December, and that is our plaids. So everything from a plaid scarf or a plaid shawl, a neck scarf, a headband, and even fun shoes. Again, taking your solid neutral outfit from head to toe and adding some plaid is a really simple, inexpensive way of updating your holiday look. Let me just take a peek and see if I have any questions. I do not. So maybe those of you that are here and watching could tell me, what have you seen so far that you would do? I also forgot to mention that in the description, probably above, I think it's above this video, there is a link, and that link will take you to the catalog that I created that will show you each one of these items plus a lot more. And you know that all you have to do is click on the link or click on the photo, and it will take you right to the retail site. So you could go ahead and purchase something very easily if you need to, or at least just kind of research, you know, the price point and so forth. All right. I think accessories, you know, not only earrings, but these types of accessories, handbags, even driving gloves in leather to keep your hands warm. Everybody, my sister even, and my daughters are wearing the beanies. And so why not have a red beanie if you're in cold weather and you want to keep those ears warm or that head warm? How fun. And maybe even having a beanie that's got a pom-pom on the top would be great. I love this bag. You can see it's got a bit of sparkle to it, and you just slip your hand right through that wrist strap and you can carry it around all evening without it being cumbersome. So all very reasonably priced, but there's a way to get your red and to bring the holiday season forth. And lastly, lips. So maybe you're not going to do red anywhere on your body except a bright lip. Or maybe it's going to be a bright fingernail polish. Now, I would say again, it doesn't have to be bright. It could be any, again, your color red. So, maybe you don't do the brights like I can do. And you can see I have on a bright red lip. I probably even have this one on right here. This happens to be my very favorite lipstick. I've talked to you about it before. And when you click on the link in the catalog, it'll take you right to, I think I got this from Nordstrom's, but you can also go directly to Chanel or to Nordstrom's. You can see all the colors available. The reason I love this particular brand is because, and I say brand, not that it's just Chanel, but it's very specifically this lipstick. And the reason I love it is because it's long lasting, it's long wearing. So I can put this on in the morning and go through lunch, and even after lunch, I still have some left on. So it's just one of those things I don't have to be reapplying or licking it off. But all kinds of colors, berries, and the brighter pinks, like I showed you in the jacket earlier, the bright reds. But again, pop up your lip color this time of year, pop up your nail polish this time of year, because this is the time of year to have fun with these colors and just be a little more visible. So those are all of the simple, inexpensive ways to take things right out of your closet and update them with a piece or an accessory or a scarf as an accessory, jewelry as an accessory. I did also put a couple of necklaces in the catalog. And what I would say about necklaces for this time of the year is you want them to sparkle, or you want them to shine, or you want them to be visible like strands of pearls. And you want them to be a little bolder. So I would say this isn't going to be the time of year to do something dainty. You want to go ahead and pop your jewelry because I think at night, and last night we were going to a party and it was 5 o'clock and it was already dark. So when things get dark and night comes early, then we need to kind of punch up the colors a little bit so that they can be seen. So if you're going to wear something, I presume you might want those things to be seen. So let's see, who do I have here? Peggy. I have 3 fur pieces that belong to my mom, a stole here, and they're probably from the late 50s or early 60s. Okay, get them out and do something with them this particular holiday season. That's a little challenge for you. And Diane, you like that red Chanel lipstick? And Diane says she's going to rock her red patent leather purse with bling with blue jeans. That's the name of the game. So take what you have in your closet, whether you're a jean gal, whether you're a leather gal, whether you're a cotton gal or a wool gal, doesn't matter. Take what's in the closet and just see, how can I add one piece to say it's holiday time? So I've given you, I hope, a lot of examples of how you can make things holiday time. And I hope you enjoy planning, and you need to do it now because the parties are all starting and you don't want to be caught sort of last minute Nelly of trying to throw something together and then getting frustrated, or possibly even saying, you know what, I'm not going to go. Think about it now. There are simple things that you can do. You can also, as I said, click on those links. If you see something you like, you can actually order it online and you don't even have to go out to the store. So hopefully that gives you some inspiration and gives you some ideas, and hopefully you've got a little activity here in the brain right now to think about what's coming up for you over the next few weeks, as well as Christmas Eve with family or with friends. I mean, certainly those things, at least for our family, are more casual, but I always try to infuse some sort of holiday accessory or color into my outfits for Christmas as well. So have fun. I will see you back here again next week for another edition of Fashion Flair Friday. Now I just have to think about, okay, what am I going to talk about next week? So if you've got any ideas, whether it pertains to the holiday season or getting ready even for what's beyond holiday or maybe even New Year's. I don't know. I'll be thinking, but if you think of something first, go ahead and shoot me an email or put it in the comments area here. I love picking up your ideas and running with them. So that's it for this week, my friends, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye now.